Hey there guys, Frankomatic here. It's time for the world rank of Ring King. I did a few more matches. Joe is as good as he's gonna get. So you know what, just for fun. Controller, please don't do that. Let's take a totally balanced version of Joe into these fights. Now here, we completely outclass this guy in all three stats. Let's see how much of an obvious difference that makes. I already know the answer. As you can see, the stats, while having an effect, don't really seem to actually mean crap, because the AI is the AI. That's what makes this a fun game. Also, honestly, being faster makes the already sort of poor movement controls a little worse. Oof. Well, this one's over. That's it. No, I guess it's not. It's over. It all depends on who decides to fall down first this time. And those of you who know the reference material that I named Joe based off of, that was a fight worthy of Joe, I think. Anyways, let's go up against Green Hair Man. Let's keep the balanced stats for now. It's kind of... Going with a completely balanced Boxer is actually kind of interesting. In a two-player game, I think two people with matched Boxers would actually be a pretty decent fight. The AI being essentially able to input read if it feels like it kinda ruins the experience a little bit. But it still works. Moving right along. Oh hey, this guy's got a stronger punch than we do. That could be dangerous. Stop. I think I've screwed this one up. Or not. Turn that around. Maybe Joe really is the best. Let's see if Joe can become the #1 contender. Let's see if Joe can hug a man to death. Way too close. Balance Joe is not going to beat this guy, probably. Oof. Will I be saved by the bell? I think I got knocked down too early to be saved by the bell. It's gonna be close. Yep, nope. Again, the fact that the AI can just dodge indefinitely, which is impossible for any human to do, really kind of ruins the one-player mode of this game. Well, actually, it looked like I dodged an attack on purpose. I assure you that is not what happened. Whoa. I love that fast drop animation. Well, it's time for the World Championship match. Wow, that guy's stats. Well, let's see what happens. What happens is I'm getting wrecked. Holy crap. That 40 stamina is a ridiculous advantage in terms of his health. Holy crap. And that's over. I'm not even gonna bother. The hero always gets a second wind. I don't know that Joe is a hero. Joe just really wants to punch a man. Joe will never be the world champion at this rate. But Joe is gonna fight. He's gonna fight until he's burned all of his fire. And he's got a few more in him. I actually might not have it in me to beat the world champion. I might just not be good enough. Or maybe I'm just not lucky enough. I mean, skill clearly isn't playing any part in this. Stop trying to kill me and kill me. Thought the comeback was real. I'm tired. I don't know how much more I've got left in me. Maybe it's Joe's destiny to lose to the champion. Joe's famous no guard is not really working out here. Unfortunately, it's all he knows. You know what the worst part is? Even if I keep slamming at this and do eventually win, you get absolutely nothing for doing it. Ooh. Joe was just flailing wildly and not really connecting. And even when I hit the button half the time, he doesn't even attempt to block or anything. I don't know how much more of this punishment Joe can take. We have the balanced attempt, one more try. Ooh, Joe got the quick tag in there. Maybe that'll make the difference. Answer is no, that won't make the difference. Just look at that damage. Joe just cannot withstand these blows. Also the fact that, again, he can dodge, and I literally am incapable of dodging on command. Doesn't help. Also, man, that was a lot of hits to do no frickin' damage. Thanks, game. Him having more stamina than we have punch power really doesn't help. A lesser man would cheat at this point and just turbo refill. But that's not how Joe does things. Joe instead loses repeatedly in a video that is probably impossible to watch. Let's speed that up. Alright. This is it. Joe's studied his opponent to a fault. This is Joe's last fight. Win or lose, I'm calling it here, because I will be here all night if I don't. This might be the first failed OGT in a little while. Because I hate this game now. I absolutely hate this. And I look forward to never ever playing it again. And Joe's gonna lose. I've tried what some would probably call a reasonable amount at this point. And I'm willing to accept that I'm just not good enough and never will be. If this does fail, don't worry, I'll do something. I won't leave you completely hanging. Will probably involve me just doing this off screen. All right, game. You wanna be this way? Two can play this game. I'm not out of this yet. Maybe I just need to change my tactic. Maybe trying to go for a knockout isn't the way to go. There is one other thing I haven't shown off anyway. Maybe we can get that out of this. Oh, at this rate. Still won't end well for Joe. But it's the only chance I've got left. This is like the worst boxing match that has ever happened. People would be demanding their money back. I bet. We didn't pay to come watch two guys hug in a ring. Probably. And occasionally lightly tap each other with their fists. Gotta actually land some punches. I think the 5th round is the last one, so this is Joe's final round, regardless. Of how it turns out. At least his final real round. Oh no, it's not the last round. I have no idea how many rounds there are, holy crap. Are there 10? Is it 6? I have no idea. Does it never end? So yeah, as a note, even if you are totally even in stats, the AI is better than you. You have to, like, straight up outclass them for by a huge amount for the stats to make a difference. Joe is putting up a good fight against the champ. Kind of. Haven't been any knockdowns on either side. Despite all the advice to throw in the towel, Joe just keeps on going. He can't have much left. Can he turn things around? Every time he starts making a comeback, it turns right back around. It's back and forth. But maybe, as the 9th round comes in, maybe things are finally starting to look up. Or maybe the game will just start actively screwing me again. and completely ruin everything that I have done up to this point. Man, if this ends up going the distance, it's gonna be close. Scores are pretty dang near even. Does the world ranking fight maybe not go to a decision? I wanted to show that off if possible. Just to feel like this is actually a complete LP. Because not showing something off at all isn't particularly complete now, is it? I didn't expect it to take this frickin' long, though. Alright, round 11. Come on, Joe, keep it together. There can't be that much longer to go. Incidentally, half the time I spend circling around my opponent, I don't mean to be. Just the game is very touchy. Oh, crap. I don't think I'm going to make it to the decision point. I'm going to have failed on all possible levels in this LP. I'm starting to get the feeling it's like 20 rounds, and dear God. It's taken more than everything I've got just to hold in here. I'm also totally out of things to say about this terrible boxing game. I don't know anymore. What else is there to say? I can't believe I've been doing this fight for 15 rounds. Please, Ring King, end my suffering. Just call the match. I do love how even though we're the same speed, even when we're both at full health, he can punch faster. Because the AI blatantly cheats. That was how you gave games long... Oh! Well, I give up. I can't do it. Give up. Later, guys. Whoa, 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 hold on. That's way too depressing of an ending, I hear you saying. Well, maybe, at least, in his dreams, Joe can finally become the champion. I hate everything about this game.